Hi, hey everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm the founder of Daniel's Skating School and Skate Shop, and in this video I will show you how to brake using the TStop. The TStop is a brake technique by which we don't need a heel brake anymore. So let's learn it together, let's have fun and let's go! First of all, using the TStop we will have a high wheel wear. But nevertheless, the TStop is a very good and effective way to slow down, brake and stop on our inline skates. Moreover, we can use the TStop in mostly every situation, as well as slowing down while skating curves. But lastly, we do not need a heel brake anymore. Okay, let's take a look at the proper body posture we need for a good and safe TStop. For that, we watch out for a flat level surface and traffic-free place. Next we put on our skates, stand up and try to slightly bend our knees. While doing so, we keep our skates next or better to say, parallel to each other. And in addition, we keep our skates apart. One skate more further than the other one. Because this helps a lot to maintain balance and avoid getting stuck on pebble stones or others. Good! As soon as we are able keeping that foot position, we also keep attention to our knees and upper body, because it's very important to not fall backwards. So we try to push our knees over our toes, as well as to keep our head over our toes and knees. And we are doing right if you look down and see that our knees cover our toes. But please be careful to not bend your knees only by stretching your butt to back. Next, we bend our knees as deep as we will be able to put down our forearm onto our upper leg above our leading knee. Afterwards, we try to shift our body weight onto our arm to lean us onto our leading leg. And while doing so, we try to seesaw in this position until we feel good doing so. This should help us to shift our weight onto our leading leg, and shifting our weight onto our leading leg as well as balancing our leading leg is very important for doing T-stops. So from now we start practicing the motion sequence for doing T-stops. The first step, while keeping the proper posture we've just learned, we try to turn our foot we want to brake with. For the first times we turn the brake foot just a little bit. But from time to time we try doing a foot turn of about 90 degrees. And now keep attention. While doing that, it's very important to not turn our body to our brake foot. It's really necessary that we fix our upper body and do not turn our body while turning our brake foot. And that means we always look straight to the direction of movement. Otherwise our whole body would rotate towards the brake foot and we would lose our balance. And that's not good. Because of that, we continue practicing this movement until we feel good turning our brake foot without turning our upper body. And the second step, we also keep attention to push our knees over our toes, also the knee of our brake foot. Okay, from now it's time to practice our very first little T-stops. For that, first we take our desired skating speed. Afterwards, first we will take the proper body posture we've just learned, and then we turn our brake foot by a few degrees and put it on the ground. But for the first times, we put our brake foot on the ground, more like just touching the ground, without having a high friction. Because for the first tries, it's more important that we become comfortable by keeping the proper posture. And that means it's more like balancing on our leading leg than braking using the brake foot. As soon as we are able to touch and slide over the ground by having a low friction, using our brake foot, we can continue. So we continue by shifting more weight onto our brake foot. not by using our body weight, but by muscle power. This makes it possible to slow down and stop faster. And again, we keep attention that our body weight as well as our balance point remains onto our leading leg. With our eyes and body, we always focus the direction of movement. From this point, for every attempt, we try to rotate our brake foot around 90 degrees. This we will do as often as necessary until we are able to turn our brake foot around 90 degrees. And if it works, we also increase our skating speed step by step. And lastly, to assist this movement and for a better balance, we can put our crossed hands onto our leading leg above our knee. And from now, it's time for practicing to become better and better. Okay, yeah, by the way, we can also use our T-stops for braking while skating downhill or skating curves. And that's exactly the same. We only have possibly lean a little more backwards, as well as to stretch out our brake foot further back. And congratulations! That's it! At this point, we've mastered how to brake using the T-stop. But lastly, I like to mention that we will have a high wheel wear. Because of that and for a longer wheel's lifetime, we shouldn't forget to rotate and turn our wheels occasionally. At which time you should turn and rotate your wheels and how it works, you will learn from another video, which I've linked in the description below. Furthermore, the harder the wheels, the longer the lifetime. Because of that I recommend a wheel hardness of 85A or higher. And my very last tip, just use the T-stop as rarely as possible and only then if you have to. However, it's a good and easy way to slow down and stop by targeted T-stops. Lastly, it also makes much fun and for me it's totally worth it. Good, do you want to learn a further brake technique on inline skates? It's easy. Down below the video you will find a link to my playlist for many other braking techniques. Well done, thanks for watching, feel free to thumbs down or better thumbs up and leave a comment below. Now have fun practicing your own T-stop and we will see us in the next video. Cheers!